Hello everyone and welcome to part number 2 of a little mini-series we're doing here, looking at Darwin Nunez versus Erling Haaland here using a Football Manager simulation. Now this is part number 2. If you've not seen part 1, I suggest you go back and check that one out first. There will be a link in the description for that one. But we are now here at the end of season number 6. And as you can see, Erling Haaland once again to the top of the goal scoring rankings here in the Premiership. Liverpool finishing only 3rd. Let's have a quick look and see how Mr. Nunez fared. 15 goals in 42 games. It seems quite consistent from him. He's sort of putting in that many every season, but not a single assist is quite a surprise from a player up in that position. He is wanted by Bayern Munich, so he's obviously playing well enough for a Bayern Munich move. And he's currently valued, of course, at 90 to 270 mil. So, as I said previously, I don't think he's doing badly at all. I just don't think he's probably doing as well as maybe Haaland is doing. And he actually caught up Salah this year. Salah's had a big drop in goals. Salah's been knocking in a consistently high amount every season. But then he is 34 now, so maybe he is coming to the end of his time. And when he does come to the end of his time, maybe that will allow Nunez the chance to step up and make that position his own. That's if he does stay at the club. Right, let's move across then to Manchester City. As we already know, Haaland is the top goal scorer in the Premiership, but he's also popped up with 40 goals in 52 games here. 24 in the Premiership, 10 in the Champions League. And also now looks like Julian Alvarez, 27 goals in 27 games for him as well. That was his big sort of breakout season, wasn't it, really? Wanted by Arsenal and Liverpool. Osherman also with 22 goals. Phil Foden, 21 goals, 24 assists is huge. This Man City team is actually incredible. When you actually look at the stats and how much they're dominating everything, they are absolutely incredible at this point in time. But yeah, end of season 6 then. It's all down to Manchester City now. 4 years in a row they've won the Premiership and Haaland is still going strong. Let's move to the end of season 7 and see what's changed. So at the end of season number 7, once again, Haaland finishes top of the goal scoring records. And once again, Manchester City have won the league quite convincingly as well. 19 points clear of Liverpool in second position. And also, Gabriel Jesus still going strong here for Arsenal. 104 goals in 241 appearances for him. I think that move to Arsenal has been a huge boost to him. Just being the number 1 choice for a team, I think, is massive for him. But yeah, let's check out Darwin Nunez first. Is he still there? He is still there. Of course, Bayern Munich wanted him last season. They still want him now, but he's again got 15 goals, which is the consistent from him every single season, and 4 assists from 41 games. 1 goal in the Champions League, all 14 are in the league, and then 5 in the South American qualifiers, of course, for Uruguay. 67 goals in 208 games now for Nunez. They've got Ryan Gravenberch in there now, 12 goals for him. Still, I think the big problem Liverpool have compared to Man City at the moment is a real lack of goals. Because if we head over now to Manchester City, we'll see once we go into here. So 30 goals for Haaland is quite small for him, really, over the last few seasons. Bernardo Silva, once again, picking in 21 goals, 18 assists. Foden with 18 goals, 16 assists. This guy I've never heard of. He's a regen from Denmark. That is a player. Look at that. He's a cracker, he is. Wow, okay. They brought him in this season. He's got 12 goals. Sterling's knocking in the goals. De Bruyne. Another youngster. Is he a regen? No, he's real. American. So yeah, they are definitely scoring a hell of a lot more goals. 25 assists for Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, Man City's still absolutely dominating. And so is Haaland. 149 goals in 228 games. More than 1 every 2 games is absolutely massive, really. And he has showcased himself as... My God, look at that. One of the best Premiership players ever at this point in time. If he can continue this on for another 3 or 4 or 5 seasons, he's got to be going for goal scoring, the highest ever goal scorer in the Premiership, hasn't he? What would that be? Records... Oh, maybe not. Dixie Dean got 60 goals one season. Most goals in 1 game. N'Golo Kante got most assists in 1 season. Alisson got most clean sheets. Erling Haaland has got the highest rating. Salah's got most player bit bobs. You know what I mean? Okay. Okay, so at the moment it is still Still, if I get 60 goals in one Premiership season, I don't think it's going to be that possible. But you never know with Haaland. He's on some great form at the moment. Saying about the great form, let's have a quick look at the Ballon d'Or again. I always forget how to get there, to be honest. Awards. There we go. 3 years in a row. Man City player in second. Mbappe must be getting well annoyed here. He's like having great seasons, but he just can't quite get ahead. And this is now, what's this? This is 4 in 6 seasons now for Haaland since moving to Manchester City. So once again, I think it's very difficult to compare Nunez to Haaland when Haaland is just out of this world at this point in time. Right, let's move on to the end of Season 8 and see if Liverpool can close that gap. And here we go then, Man City just gets stronger and stronger. 6th Premiership title in a row. 7 clear points away from Liverpool. And as you can see, we have got Haaland top of the goal scoring records and top of the average ratings once again, as well as joint second in the Player of the Match awards. Right, let's start off with Nunez. Is he still there? He's been wanted for the last 2 seasons. He is still there. And once again, Mr. Consistency, 15 goals. He gets the same nearly every single season. They're just spread out a bit more, aren't they? So, yeah, I mean, as one of the main strikers for the top clubs, you need to be doing better than this. But again, his average rating's not bad. He's doing a lot. He's helping the team out. But he's just not getting those goals. And once again, that is Liverpool's big issue. I mean, if we look at the Premiership, goal difference, plus 59 to plus 33, it's almost double. So it just shows the amount of goals that are being scored. But Manchester City then, if you have a look at the amount of goals they're getting, 37 for Haaland, 22 for Foden, 19 for that Danish guy we saw last season who looks incredible. He really, really does look amazing. Bernardo Silva, who's leaving the club and going to Barcelona on a free transfer, got 13 goals, 10 assists. Rodrigo's joined from Bayern Munich, from Real Madrid even. De Bruyne's done pretty well. Osimhen is starting to drift away as well. Looks like he'll be leaving, going towards Arsenal. But yeah, again, Haaland absolutely dominating. Should we see if he did it again? World and Award. Nope, that's the wrong one. Not job security. Awards, there we go. He came second this year behind Kevin De Bruyne, but still in the top 3. Has he been in the top 3 every season? Okay, so he won it that year. He won in the top 3 there, but he was there. So, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So out of 7 seasons, he's won it 4 times and been second once and third once. So it just shows he's consistently one of the best players in the entire world, isn't he? What's Ronaldo doing now? Just spotted he's still there. He's an unemployed coach. Good on you, mate. You're an unemployed coach. Right, let's move on to the end of Season 9 then and see if Man City and Haaland can continue their reign of dominance. It's not looking good for me as a Man United fan. Seeing how effective Haaland is going to be for Man City is absolutely terrifying. But let's see Season 9. And here we go. Another Premiership title in a row for Manchester City and another top goal scorer for Erling Haaland. It's just so dominant. Oh, we've got regens. Jaden Harrison, 24-year-old English striker, scored quite a few goals. And Ben Linden from Sheffield United scored quite a few as well. Oh, okay. But yeah, big dominant gap as well. Let's have a look at Liverpool first even. So I think it looks like Salah is gone. And that has allowed Nunez to pick up a bit of extra slack. He's got 19 goals, his highest we've seen so far. He's joined up front now with Benjamin Sesko. Does that now mean that either Liverpool have changed formation or they're playing Darwin Nunez up the left? Okay, so Nunez has dropped back to the left position now. Just see if that's the case consistently. Yes and yes. Yes, it does look like that's the case. And it does look like it's actually benefiting, that's the word I'm looking for. Nunez, he seems to be playing better, scoring more goals from that position. So it is working pretty well for them. We've got a new player from Andorra, Inaki Cuevas. 52 caps at the age of 23 is great, isn't it? So yeah, that's pretty impressive for Nunez. His best season so far. He is now 30 though, so I'd be interested to see how much longer he will stay around at Liverpool. But he is now their main man by all accounts. Let's check over at Manchester City. We have got Erling Haaland with 40 goals again, 6 assists in 52 games. He's 29 years of age. Again, just absolutely dominant, isn't he, really? 199 goals and 296 appearances. Let's have a look at the Danish guy. Again, he just gets stronger and stronger, doesn't he, him? He's got himself 18 goals this season as well as 12 assists. Well, 14 assists even. So he's been very, very good. Foden, once again, with another good season for him. Knocking in a few more goals. So yeah, again, another very, very dominant season. We are going to just push forward, though, because I did notice a second ago that Liverpool are in the Champions League final. So let's push forward and just see if Liverpool can pick up that Champions League. Which, again, I mean, we don't just have to look at the goals and assists for a player, but it's just all down to what that player can add for that team as well. And, I mean, Haaland has sort of made Man City invincible, really, hasn't it? They've won the league every single season and that, but I mean, Nunez is still having a decent time. Let's have a look. They won the Champions League final, beating Real Madrid 2-1. Goals from Nunez and Palmer. Is that Tammy Abraham? It is Tammy Abraham playing for Real Madrid up front. No wonder they lost, eh? But yeah, Liverpool goals from Nunez and Cole Palmer. Is he the Man City one? He is the Man City one, yeah. So, interesting results. So, Nunez is doing well there. Got himself a nice Champions League medal. So, I was looking before, wasn't I, for like the records. Was there like most ever goals? I don't want goals in one season. Players. Most goals in a season. I just want most goals in general. Do we have that record somewhere? That record must exist somewhere. Well, if it does, I don't know how to find it, so let me know. I wanted to see if he's become the top goal scorer in Premiership history yet at this point in time. Which, I mean, he can't be... Well, it can't be far away, surely. I mean, he's had 5 years... Well, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seasons out of 9 he's been top goal scorer in the Premiership. So he's definitely been knocking them in for fun, hasn't he, really? But I'm sure there's somewhere we can see highest amount of goals in general. Would it be in like an overview? I don't know. I don't know where it is. Rules, structure. None of this stuff's right, is it? Okay. Wow, you get 205 for winning the Premiership. That's sponsorship income, isn't it? Okay, well, let's move on to the end of Season 10 and see where that takes us. Oh my word, who saw that coming? Season 10, another Manchester City Premiership win. This time 13 points clear of Liverpool in second, who had 80 points. But the interesting thing is now is that Haaland has dropped off the top goal scorer. And this Ben Linden, who was Sheffield United player last season, has moved for 51 million over to Leicester and scored 29 goals. That's absolutely huge, but it wasn't enough to get Leicester into the European spots. And also Mark Scully for Wolverhampton Wanderers looking pretty good as well. I mean, the England team must be looking pretty handy with those two players knocking around now. Oh, Sancho's by Munich now, is he then? Joe Joyce is a great player for Manchester City. So I'm getting pretty distracted here. I do apologise. Jude Bellingham is at Bayern Munich as well. Okay. But yeah, that's it's interesting to see these guys now pushing through. But Liverpool, let's have a double check and see if Nunez is still knocking around. He is indeed. Looks like he suffered an injury towards the end of the season. Only played 32 games, but still picked up 14 goals, which is actually the 4th best in the team. But then again, I mean, these two guys played an extra 20-odd games. So, I mean, you probably let Nunez off a little bit with that one. But yeah, this guy, John Proud, looks pretty handy. Scottish, 53 caps at the age of 24. He looks fantastic, actually, and he really is contributing a lot to the Liverpool team. He'll be proud of that. Ryan Gravenberch, we know how good he is from Ajax, of course. But yeah, Nunez dropping down to the 4th best player, or the 4th most contribution in the team. 31 years of age now, though. So he's coming towards the end of his career, I suppose. I mean, he's still got a good few seasons in him. 97 goals in 294. So he's coming up to about 1 goal in every 3 games. But considering now he's playing more on the wings, that's not the main thing to look at. But then again, he's not getting that many assists either. Only 2 assists. When you look at someone like Proud with 19 goals and 14 assists, or Gravenberch with 16 of each, I think he is underperforming. Then you've got Inaki Cuevas, of course, the Andorran, has picked up himself a lot of assists this season with 21 assists and 9 goals. So I feel like it might only be a matter of time before Nunez is actually forced out of the team. I think there might be better players coming into this Liverpool side now, and this could be spelling the end of his Liverpool career. But we'll head over towards Manchester City then. Erling Haaland with 36 goals in 50 games, hit 30 years of age now. His finishing's finally gone back up to 19. It's been 18 for the most of his career. 222 goals and 331 appearances. Absolutely incredible. Phil Foden once again knocking in 29 goals. That's massive from him, and 17 assists. Wow. Kasper Schou, the young Danish player, looks incredible. There's another new youngster, is there? A young Dutch midfielder. Again, looks fantastic. But let's have a look then at the awards. Of course, Manchester City are just dominant in the league, aren't they? Let's go and check out what's happening solo then for Mr. Haaland. And once again, he's back on top of the Ballon d'Or. And Schou came second this time. Oh, wow, okay. So that's that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Ballon d'Ors in 10 years. It just shows, I mean, he's just an incredible player, isn't he? And Man City not only just dominating everything now, they're dominating the Ballon d'Or 6 years in a row. What we're looking like schedule-wise. They've got the Champions League final against Real Madrid coming up, which they'll probably win, won't they? Let's go forward a couple of days and find out. But yeah, it's just been such a dominant force, and I think just putting that amazing striker into that already incredible Manchester City team has just created an absolute beast, an absolute demon that we just can't control. It's just incredible and insane just how strong he actually is. Right, so we'll push forward onto this one, and I think we continue on. I reckon we can get another episode out of this. Go forward another sort of 5 or so seasons and see what happens. Right, Middlesbrough Championship, there we go. Okay, so Manchester City, schedule, won the Champions League final. Goal from Foden and one from Borliage. It's an interesting formation. I mean, this is probably why Haaland's getting so many goals, because he's the only real attacking player, with Foden just sat behind him. So, I mean, you can see probably why it's working so well for them. But yeah, we'll leave it there for now. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Of course, if you have, hit the like button and subscribe as well for some more of this. Like I said, I reckon we can get one more episode out of this. Haaland is only 30 now. We're going over 5 seasons into the future. He'll be 35, and I think we'll see out the remainder of his career. See if he stays at Manchester City for the remainder of his career, and just see how many goals he can pick up in the grand scheme of his entire Premiership career. I'm going to love you and leave you. Good night. God bless. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.